Roland keeping the show alive. All right, Volcanic Island pass here from Dennis to start us off. And a polluted delta on my side. Yep. End step brainstorm, everybody. End step brainstorm. Everybody, watch out.
Not yet.
I've been alerted that a hype train is close. Sub, gift, or use bits now to start a hype train. Hype train conductor badges could potentially be available.
Like the top 8. Yep, two. Was on Twitch? Yep. Oh, okay. That's I thought like the Legacy stuff was all signing on. Yeah, the top 8. Oh, okay.
All right, a show and tell hitting the stack here for Dennis. Getting responded to at force of will. Pitching Snapcaster Mage. It will be countered.
For 5, uh-oh. You gotta search for that. Yeah. Can't sign your own combo, or they were just that bad? Yeah.
All right, cracking polluted delta.
Was that
Finding a tundra.
Green.
Guess we're getting new information right now. Guess we're getting new information right soon. No. They bring back all the special
I already
yeah, we're getting
took the last, yeah. Go.
Okay, so Belful Strix comes in on my side. For name a card cards, can you name the Undercity? I don't believe so. Another show until hitting the stack here for Dennis. I'll put a card in.
Draw. 2 back. Draw.
Trying to think what I need to play around in your deck. I have no idea what's in your deck.
Full surprise.
Draw.
Dennis says, I have no idea what's in your deck. Deadbeat Attendant comes in on my side. Emrakul, the Aeon's Torn on Dennis's side. And here's Pick a Bauble. Pick a Beeble.
Play.
Yep.
Oh, trap or
And then the timing is similar to Sagas.
yeah, so I can either go
I
to 2
roll a
counters,
die,
or
and if I roll the numbers that are on the right side of the text box, the visit trigger
Okay.
happens.
What's that on your draw after you draw step?
After
you
my
mean?
draw step,
After
yeah.
your draw step, you roll a die.
The same exact time as Sagas.
Okay. So only if you get 3, 5, or 6, you get
Yeah.
a prize.
I get a visit.
You get a visit. Okay. Wait, visit is rolling a 6-sided die.
And I would roll again.
Put a number of luck counters and create a treasure token.
Did not really hit a great attraction here given this situation. I was hoping for the bounce or something else.
Alright. Your turn.
I'll,
Hoping to find Caracas here.
Okay.
yep. Draw. And then trigger this. I missed.
So what,
got
nothing
mounted
happens?
with
Nothing
the
happens.
steps, right? Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it does take 3 minutes because I just had to explain for 2 minutes what it does.
3, 5, or 6, something happens
Exactly. I'm just gonna look up the.
Move to that.
on Emrakul.
I'm playing this attraction dex for a few weeks now, and I'm already tired of explaining it. Everybody watching this right now, go read what attractions do so I don't have to explain it anymore. Please. Please.
Spell,
Creature or
its turn.
I'm just playing.
Flying protection from spells that are 1 or more colors. Annihilator 6. Okay.
under mountain.
Force of Phil with a great question. Chris, what's your hit ratio on attractions? What percentage are misses versus hits? It probably comes out to whatever the like I think this attraction is 50% of the time you'll hit. It's probably somewhere between 33 and 50% of the time it hits. But it feels like games either they are irrelevant, the attractions hit the table and did nothing, or it's kind of similar vibe to Comet. They explode with triggers and do a whole bunch of stuff, and it affects the game in a big way. In this particular game, it doesn't look like attractions are going to do a whole lot.
Yeah,
I was hoping to hit this turn just to get some treasure token, just so I can sack it to the Annihilator trigger before blocking Emrakul with Strix. And my plan right now is to try to get enough permanence on the board that I can sack. To Annihilator, then block with Strix, and it looks like I've achieved that now. I just didn't take any chances here. Got the Snapcaster in at sorcery speed. I was really hoping for that treasure hit on Pika Beeble.
Wasteland, 2, 3, 4. Be the ancients.
Would have been pretty good. Rolling a 6 would have been even better.
Two.
Go ahead.
Cast a third show and tell.
Another show and tell hitting the stack here.
I'll make a 4-1.
Target what? Force off.
I have no mana available. I'm not Snapcastering anything.
So activate sneak attack.
Yeah.
So then Atraxa trigger.
All right, the first appearance of Atraxa on one of our streams. Atraxa will trigger here. Refreshing my memory what it does. Dennis, of course, already has Atraxa signed, ready to go. Ready to go.
I think I have to reveal them. Doesn't matter. I'll reveal them.
Really, yeah. And then what happens after?
Get a creature, get an artifact, get an enchantment, an instant, a sorcery, and a land. Pretty good. Draw 6 cards. Yeah, and these go on the bottom. I believe.
Random order. Yeah.
Doesn't matter. You want to cut them?
It's fine.
It's 4 lands.
Okay.
I'll play a land for turn.
Yep.
I'll play artifact.
Not looking good for the good guys.
Go to combat. Annihilator 6 trigger.
I think Atraxa actually has vigilance, right? I don't know. All right, Annihilator trigger happening here. Try sack, save a land at least. Sack the Pika Beeble, whatever. Blocking Strix. Blocking with Strix. Taking 7 from Atraxa.
This is gonna trigger shuffle.
Can you do attractions without access to black? Yes, we had an attractions deck earlier on stream without black. Plays a little bit differently.
I'm just gonna read the back. Just keep me on 3.
Okay, so he
All right, Emrakul shuffling the graveyard back into the deck here. And that's game. Going to game 2. This is no correct answer. Would you rather your opponent go Petal, Ancient Tomb, White Plume, or Petal, Ancient Tomb, Show and Tell at your next Legacy tournament?
We'll start off with opponent.
Yes.
Island Ponder to start the game 2. And Dennis is like, what the heck is that island?
Oh, Fortnite. Okay.
You'll need it. You never know. I don't know. I feel like one way.
Go.
Yeah. Although I will say,
also ponder.
Okay.
It's almost a mirror match.
Yep.
You just have so much redundancy.
And the bottom. Land surface. Okay.
All right, a ponder resolving here for Dennis. And passing the turn.
So it's an enchantment, right? This is currently an enchantment.
It's the only one I'm missing one.
I need one.
I know, I'm missing 3 cards.
Okay. And then 13. 3 colors of white. I'm going to prismatic ending the enchantment.
Sure.
And then I'm going to.
Eddie the intern is here with an announcement. I built a new deck. Uh-oh. What did you build, Eddie the intern? Everybody's dying to know. Or are you going to surprise us? All right, cracking a marsh flats.
I thought you were gonna waste it. Whoa.
Okay, after upkeep, so it loses on upkeep, right?
Yeah, so now it doesn't have it
So
anymore.
I guess responds to the land thing. Okay. I'm gonna.
Eddie the intern's going to show up with mono red burn. Oh no. Eddie says I bought playsets of Scion of Una and Vendilion Click. Oh no. This can't be good. All right, Thoughtseize resolving here. Taking a look at Dennis's hand. Polluted Delta, Brainstorm, Ancient Tomb, Atraxa, Force of Will, another Atraxa, and Expressive Iteration.
Thoughtseize, one of my least favorite cards.
Yeah. It's one of the best cards against your kind of deck.
I know. That's why it's my least favorite card.
Exactly. Yeah, the Yuta Takahashi Fairy looks pretty cool.
Move to combat.
Get rid of your brainstorm.
Okay.
Solid choice.
I will pass the turn.
All right, Brainstorm was chosen with the Thoughtseize, and Dennis says a solid choice. Here's Polluted Delta.
Is that that? You can fling it now?
I can fling that. So the trigger goes on the stack.
All right, a Flooded Strain gets cracked here by myself. Yeah, playing Engineer will be pretty good against the fairies. Eddie the intern telling them to shh. All right, Eddie the intern building fairies, everybody. We didn't see that one coming. Force pitching Atraxa on my Snapcaster. I was hoping to Thoughtseize again.
I'm not that much of a
Yeah, we're not playing around wastelands here.
Not yet.
If you're interested in my deck list, it is posted in our Discord server. The list I'm playing is always posted there.
Sure.
All right, Expressive Iteration resolving for Dennis. Expressive Iteration basically is Time Walk. As far as power level.
Something up for somebody.
Right, everybody? Misty Rainforest into exile.
I guess this one I'll find a basic.
That's the one I go to. I'm waiting on any others. Any modes if I can get any track in there, but like
Arboreal Grazer is Time Walking Pioneer. Yeah, according to was that Nathan Steyer that said that? What did everybody watching think of Pioneer at the Pro Tour? And I'm assuming many of the players that watch this channel don't play much Pioneer. Some of you probably do, and 2 thumbs up for me for playing some Pioneer. But what did you think of Pioneer? Like, were you impressed by Pioneer? Did you think it looked boring? Did you think it looked okay? Well, what were your thoughts on Pioneer, everybody? Because for me, I felt like I saw a high density of cards that I like, personally, like cards that I'm just a fan of. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. All right, here's a show and tell from Dennis. Fable of the Mirror Breaker, Mutavault, Fetching and Response, etc. All right, looks like people were feeling Pioneer.
Containment Priest.
Yep.
Wow.
Containment Priest in response to show and tell.
Unfortunately, yes.
That is a good one. No results.
Show and tell's good.
Show and tell's gonna result. Don't even want to put anything in.
Yeah, I'm not putting anything.
Go ahead.
Living creature will enter the battlefield and can exile it instead.
Okay.
I probably thought about this for way longer than I'm supposed to, than is worth thinking about. But if I'm not going to put anything in with show and tell, would it be like, is this cool for me to do? What should I put a card face down, and then my opponent either puts a card face down or they don't, and then I say, okay, before we reveal our cards, I'm just going to tell you I'm not putting anything into play before they revealed anything. But I made it look like I'm going to put something into play. Is that weird? Is that a weird thing to do? Does anybody know what I'm talking about?
Just because of...
Snapcaster Thoughtseize here. Gristlebrand and Atraxa. Atraxa gets chosen. Otawara is the land in hand. So we could potentially see Containment Priest get bounced here. And then something mean follow up.
Brainstorm?
Like, how can I reveal? How can I not reveal that I don't want to put something into play with show and tell? It's like awkward to. You know what I'm saying?
No, 4? 5. I'm at 7.
That's a player communication violation? Okay. Like, I was just thinking about if I don't want to put something in, how can I not have them know? Okay, so Poing and X-Grave pointing out that they have to choose first, so I can just wait until they've chosen if they're going to put something into play. Yeah. Okay, maybe I misunderstood how the whole thing works then. Okay, so it's active player, then non-active player. All right, so that if you were to do it in a serious tournament, then you would do it that way. So never mind.
And cards like Chalice and other disruption spells. Anyway,
I'll keep this.
I'll keep. Sure.
All right, so defense grid on turn 1 here for Dennis. In game 3, this is game 3. I just won game 2. Flooded Strand pass.
Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying, yeah.
I'll scratch that.
I think it's quite good.
No.
Oh, it
Yeah, that's what I was wondering about. Can I pull a card from my hand as a bluff, or is that not a real play that can happen? And apparently that would not work. That would be illegal. All right, here's defense grid number 2 for Dennis.
I don't like any players casting spells on anyone else's turn.
Exactly.
Just do your stuff on your own turn, please.
The token. I mean the
Summons came in first, right on the sideboard, or my bad?
Playing hard against Blood Moons and Wastelands.
All right, so basic planes now. Containment Priest, main phase.
Oh yeah, you can't run it on my turn, so.
Dennis, of course, cannot respond.
Okay.
That's you.
Yeah, I don't have any green in my deck. Otherwise, a Maelstrom Pulse would be nice here.
I can't counter it either. That's good. Everything's resolving.
That's why I did that.
Yeah. Everything's resolving this game.
The second one is
Seems
plus
like-
to this card. Plus on
Yeah, everything's resolving in this game, Dennis is saying.
I will move to the initiative.
That's like the only
Gravitation.
So that's a Containment Priest on the battlefield. Yes, this is me playing on the right. A fetch here from Dennis.
It can be seen sort of as a variant of either.
I'm gonna fail to.
It's 3 each, right?
Is this live right now? All right, so the Moon Mage is on the battlefield.
Well, a lot of it is
Assume you're on the play.
Wait, let's figure this out. Chris's commentary is pre-recorded, but the gameplay is live. Yeah, exactly.
Where's that?
3.
Yeah.
Twitch chat, are you here live? All right, here's White Plume Adventure, which of course is more powerful than Show and Tell.
Take the initiative.
Yeah, basic swamp in there. Jeez, man.
I'll pass you.
Yeah, like the march is insane.
Is the attraction stack actually playable or just goofy? That's for you to decide. I say playable.
I don't get it because I don't Mexican move, so.
Hype Train Conductor at the end of your turn with a great question. In those old videos, which cards did you crack? So the one when anybody subs and it's like me holding up a card. I'm the kid that comes up on the screen. Holding up a card. It's Spike Colony.
They're like copy non-legends.
It hurts me a lot. So I like
That's
having
actually
march. Usually there's only 1-0 drop that I care about killing.
Nah, you're fine, J Hobbs. We're just messing with you.
Fortunes.
You got it?
Six, now? Yep, draw. Okay, same here.
Yeah, one day I'll release the archives of old clips of me playing Magic in the 90s.
Oh, target. Container priest.
Rotted.
All right, Containment Priest getting some counters here. Playing a Swamp.
I'm gonna cast it.
You're tired.
Fortsaville really wants me to say the word bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to Xbox.
My next stream should be 90s footage.
+2.
The real question is, do you have old pics of you playing Pogs with Sweet Slammers? I probably probably have picks with Pogs, but I don't honestly know. All right, swinging for 7 here.
It would be like specifically player.
At the end of your turn, just gifted a sub. Thank you, Hype Train Conductor, at the end of your turn. Appreciate that. 26 now on the channel. Thank you, thank you.
People on to.
And go ahead.
Catch you later at the end of your turn. Thank you. Hammer Slammer, yeah. Should we do a Pog stream? Would that be fun? There has to be YouTube channels, right, with Pogs? I mean, sorry in advance that all of you are now probably going to go check and be watching Pogs videos for the rest of the day. There has to be a Pog scene somewhere, right? All right, here's Sneak Attack hitting the stack for Dennis. Containment Priest still on my side is shutting down the game plan for now.
Well, I won't attack
No.
you.
Oh, that's trample, right.
Yep.
And then you'll get the initiative
combat?
back. And it triggers as soon as you get it.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Is it a fist bump or a handshake? We don't know, but that's match.